Welcome to Motoring Northwest with me, Mark Stone, and the latest Skoda Superb SEL Hybrid. Now, as most people know, I rate Skoda Superb as one of the best pieces of machinery on the road, especially as a long-distance vehicle. I think they're absolutely tremendous. This one, as I said, is the hatchback, which means it looks like a saloon. 18-inch alloys. New shortened looks, inside vast amount of room for 5. You could hold a disco in the back of one of these, there's so much room in them. As per usual, plenty of apps, plenty of connectivity, you name it, it's got the toys, and it has all the latest ones that Skoda have fitted. As soon as you get in, it links up and away you go, no matter what you want to do. Now, what makes this different is the fact it's the hybrid. So underneath the bonnet you have a 1.4 156 horsepower 4-cylinder engine, and you have an 85 kilowatt electric motor which collectively give you 218 horsepower. So it's not short of power. Usual things, hits 62 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds and onwards to a top speed of 138 miles per hour, and it is, as per usual, mated to one of their very, very useful and efficient 6-speed DSG gearboxes, although in this instance it's just front wheel drive and not all-wheel drive. Right, as I said, hybrid. You can charge it up at home on a 13 amp plug, or you can charge it up from one of the various chargers. That is, unlike my good self, who every charger I went to on the motorway services were out of action. Good job, it's got a great big fuel tank on it. Right, collectively, I decided that I would run it as what you would call a self-contained or self-charging hybrid, and in which case it works extremely well. As soon as you lift off, it regenerates, and when you're braking, it regenerates. So collectively, I've been getting 49 miles per gallon over 370 miles, and it still has 150 miles range left in it. The two engines work together, so you can run it as an electric if you want, in which case you'll get approximately 27 miles of range. That's providing you're on flat ground and it's not cold. As soon as you hit the hills, which I have no option to round here, and it's cold weather, you get slightly less. But run as a self-contained hybrid, it works reasonably well. The only thing you have to bear in mind is when you set off from a standing start, it has to make its mind up whether it's going to set off as an electric car or as a petrol car, so there can be a delay when you hit the throttle. And below 50 miles per hour, if you want to accelerate, even if you put the DSG box in sport or you put it in sequential, there is still a little bit of a lag. So with anything over 50, off it goes very happily. Similarly, brakes. Because there is the added weight of the electric motor and the batteries, you need to hit the brake pedal a little earlier. But one trick is, if you're coming into a corner, lift. As soon as you lift, the regeneration kicks in and it automatically starts to slow the car down, because effectively it's put its own brakes on to generate more electricity to put in. All in all, it's not a bad vehicle. On the road, starting price $34,755, or with the virtual cockpits and one or two toys, this one £35,815. It works extremely well. The one great thing about this one is, unlike a lot of hybrids, be them plug-ins or self-contained, apart from a split ref counter on the virtual dashboard, you don't need to pay any attention as to what it's doing. It does it itself. So you always have a reserve of electricity for the electric motor and the petrol engine to work together. As I said, you can top it up. I didn't bother due to circumstances, but it works very well without. You get both the leads in with the car, so you can choose whichever you're going to method you want to use to charge it up. It works very well, and to my mind, if you're going to go electric, the hybrid is still the way to go, because pure electric, given the mileage and the motoring I've been doing for the past few days, chargers when you can find them. Most of them aren't working. Also, as a hybrid, you're not worrying about trying to charge it up. Your petrol engine is there, and as I said in the case of this one, it's extremely economical. 49 miles per gallon out of a vehicle this size, with over 200 horsepower, a lot of motorway driving, very, very, very acceptable. So, if you're thinking of a hybrid, I would say this Skoda's plug-in hybrid, but used as a self-contained hybrid, works very well. The choice, as they say, is yours. In my opinion, the technology isn't still quite there, but with the new Skoda Superb IV, it's getting there, or it's a lot closer. For a more in-depth report, go to motoringnorthwest.com and read the full report, or tune in to the Backseat Driver radio show with it's me, Mark Stone, on Drystone Radio 103.5 FM.